Hello there. The one that almost got away. Well, here it is on Thursday, and as mentioned, Caroline was dominating the battle space, working hard on her Wall Street project for the Discovery Channel.
It's called the Discovery.
It's going very well. She got almost a perfect J.P. Morgan.
It wasn't. It's not the Discovery.
Okay, well, she disagrees. We agreed to disagree. Anyway, I thought I'd make up for lost time by playing for you. to Terry Riley. Well, it's time for a commercial break. Okay. When my delays gently weep, I had a really nice lunch with my friend Danny Goldberg yesterday. And then he sent me a whole bunch of his books. And Danny is one of the seminal figures in the evolution of rock and roll, based in New York. And most recently, a manager for a lot of people like Steve Earle, Martha Wainwright, a lot of great artists. Now he's like pretty much into the writing of books. So here's my show and tell for Get Away. This is the one I'm going to read right away. It's called In Search of the Lost Chord. I will hold this up in the daylight next time, but I wanted to put in a plug here. 1967 and the hippie idea. A good topic for all sorts of dissemination and discussion. Okay. This is one called Bloody Crossroads 2020, which is an indictment of Donald Trump, as if anything else needs to be said at this point. But I don't know, man. I got some of my closest associates are Trumpites, and yeah, I don't know, like we're still talking to each other, which is something, but my late mother, before she passed of COVID, told me not to really argue the point too much with any true believers because they'd obviously fallen down the rabbit hole and they couldn't be coaxed back out of it. So, you know, you could like waste just so much breath on the subject. It bears repeating. Oh, now this is called Serving the Servant, Remembering Kurt Cobain. Danny Goldberg worked closely with Nirvana, courtesy of Thurston Moore, who touted the band to him. And I can't wait to read this, although I gotta admit, I was not a huge fan of that band. I was just putting my own work out at the point that they emerged. And I didn't quite see what all the hoopla was about, but you know, I was never one to jump on bandwagons, per se. But, well, 50 million Frenchmen can't be wrong. Anyway, I'm going to read it, I promise. And you should too, so kudos to Danny Goldberg. And he has lots of stories. He worked with Led Zeppelin in their formative years, and you should Google him, look him up. He's an ethical stand-up guy, and I have not met that many of them in this business of music, sad to say. But never forget that it is a business. Okay. And that's about all I got to say for now, except that my latest creation, new album, like number 51 maybe. I keep popping them out there. Okay, well this is a real good one. I think it's one of the best things I ever did, and it's with a young Dutch acoustic bass player, vocalist, Peter Willems, who came to see me play in a small town in a legendary jazz club in Holland right before lockdown. And thanks to Coda Kloot, who put us together, my old friend who's sort of the Zappa Beefheart go-to guy of the Netherlands. Peter and I hooked up, and he came to New York also before lockdown, so we started working out what we would do, a recording situation. And then a year into the lockdown, I was able to somehow smuggle myself into Holland. It wasn't easy. They didn't want me to fly at JFK, and on the way back, they were like, "How did you even get here?" You know, as if I'd like snuck in across the border, which of course, so many people were doing at the moment, trying to get out of Ukraine. Circle back to that at another time, but you know, what a horrible, horrible situation. My heart goes out to those people and any victims anywhere. Anyway, this record is out tomorrow on the Zenez label, and it's called Double Dare. And I double dare you to seek it out. The whole thing is up at Spotify now, I think, or should be, certainly on SoundCloud. You should buy a copy. I'll have CDs available within the week, and it's coming out on vinyl, and then I hope we get a whole bunch of gigs. One goes into these things always, I do anyway, like, how many gigs can I spin out of this? But Peter is a great artist. I love working with him. He's a great person to collaborate with. Okay, enough said. I'm going to join Caroline in the bedroom because The Graduate is on for the nth time. Always a fun movie to soak up. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. I'll see you on Saturday.